Sure brings back memories. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Workers getting on. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. But yeah. Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
Hear that? They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geofishing for the next round then?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Here. Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over the... What? But they don't look alike. Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then... Ready to jump right in, huh? Just don't forget to take a picture first. Oh, fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. Huh. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! That's a statue of the seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. It's weird, though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look. Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the seven! Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the seven with a statue of Klee! Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point! You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt, and Paimon, that explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd lower our No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just Yeah, the surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're... Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Guess all there's left... Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or some... world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Sparks and splash! You were right! Alice is full of surprises. Good guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
Go now.
Yes, now or it'll be too late.
Oh, it's the Valen!
There's something huge in the sky.
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods. Look, there he is! Back then, Dvalin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was a but your control over animal. But you've had tons of practice since then. Rah! Well, this is awkward. You really hung Paimon out to dry there, traveler.
Apologies. You were just...
Which means mission accomplished on the surprise.
Oh, yes, indeed. That was fantastic.
Huh! So you were watching us?
Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all...
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was very... you, that's for sure. Where'd you move the real statue of the...
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's the...
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on foot. I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her...
Yep.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories. When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't...
I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while, right? You might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not? Paimon's starting to think that invitation letter was a fake.
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
Huh. So you... Ooh.
Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Nodcry coming to an end, the knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome reception for now. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventure.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few, creative liberty?
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a stable medium. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations. For example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone like him, whose memories are quite reliable, there is bound to be some variance. Not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component. So I added some self-deductive capabilities to this magic, which exacerbated the instability issues, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations and we won't need real people to act things out. Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angels share is gonna be much more—
Like you're...
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already...
Oh, no, Paimon. That one was entirely intentional.
What? Seriously?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. It's a little...
I doubt—
Oh, well. Paimon can't argue with that.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who invited us after all.
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are overdue for a vacation. Best to make the most of it.
Yes, good work.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight. Hi, did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow.
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation, though. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
Yeah, there are other activities here.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Tone deaf.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got planned?
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the subject matter is quite serious. I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, Hajin.
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when the time comes. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple games will be available as well. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Grandmaster, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the utmost restraint.
Hey. Besides, I knew you'd want a surprise.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go. You put so much pressure on yourself. Diving head first.
Oh, wow.
Well, looking out for my fellow knight. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival.
That's far.
I mean it, you know. Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds.
Ooh, nice.
What's wrong?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few perhaps we could go back to.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for.
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret men.
All right. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello there, Honorary Knight.
It's so nice to meet you.
Looks like you're in a good mood. By the looks of it.
Indeed. Thanks to some... Besides all the classics, we all...
Cocktail. Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the...
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expo. But I need to get back to handling resident requests. Honorary Knight.
You'll be amply compensated. Performance metrics.
Paimon's not sure what is the best guide into that. Paimon needs to keep up.
Working.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can.
All right. Well, if you...
Gene wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the nut, he didn't stop me from leaving back then.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look...
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure. So,
You know how it is. When you're...
Ah, so you're just hung out...
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you... That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of...
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get...
Wait! But we ran in...
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be... The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice,
Berkeley demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks it.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this...
Dizzy. That's gonna take some...
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday.
Wait, is this the bit where we steal... Or, borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah. Paimon's not...
Don't... See? Here comes...
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatuis... Come on. What is it?
Oh, so that's...
It's all thanks to that committed performance.
I'm just reading the lines, Miss...
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Or is it...
Probably...
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story has progressed...
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre.
This is like getting to read the...
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we...
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, We might need to do another take, so if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay. Someone's got an axe to grind.
I doubt you need a hint for this area. Go on now. The underground chamber awaits.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to...
You ain't messing around, huh?
Oh no! Sorry. Paimon can't do this.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our...
Let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be...
You all sure are getting into camp. The Holy Lyre! There it... Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down!
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl? Why, because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else. Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick! Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you. That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle. Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked.
Yes. I remember it being much more.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste, so we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're...
Yeah. And this time we have a whole bunch of people to help.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice! Is that Mona?
Mona?
You know about her? But Mona came to my—
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about...
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real?
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
Onwards. We have work to do.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Mona's riddle was as follows. However,
looks like Mika's guarding this.
Oh, hey!
Hello, Grandmaster. No,
I would think you have bigger
it's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there.
Wait, but
yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only one key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, but when I actually had to stand up against, Mr. D.
Really?
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest
That's right! And I've been told you have quite... anyway,
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
and off you go.
Here. Huh? Here.
Without the crests, I can. Anyway, if...
Looks like we were
Stand aside, but this time, I'm fully locked in.
You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Okay, okay.
Probably because you had to act like a fatous.
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume.
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we... So, on behalf of...
Well, speaking of, how the...
Same old, same old. Bad luck. I do miss the Asha, though.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above. Luckily, I've prepared an.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get. Let's talk business, shall we? Who would have thought there was this much Mora to be made in a dump like Mondstadt?
Hey! Did you just break character?
What? Of course not. All right, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of Mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexenzirkel never promises an amount they can't deliver, even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
On me.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old...
Here. On me. Here.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
What? They looks like the decision has been made.
Gotta say,
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a...
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui guard.
wow, that's a
Oh, because Mika is guard.
As expected, out.
All right, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Huh?
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to...
Thanks.
No problem.
Huh. I don't remember Fatu.
Of course you want to make things difficult.
Brace yourselves. Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, a pot?
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand!
Do not
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap? Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
Wind, hear me.
Look, the ravens get confused if they don't...
Group 2, reinforce! Ha! Ha!
Huh?
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
See? Ugh. Huh? Ugh. That's nothing.
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Yeah. Ha. Ha.
Charge! Burn! On me.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
On me.
Here.
Burn! Thunder!
All right, all right, all right. I give up. Just don't hit. All right. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look
True.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest.
Ah, it's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? He said the secret. Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Well said,
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home, but in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is what happens when we're all together like this.
Ah, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, Traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight, look up! Pretty stellar view from up here! And
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Yep.
Have a seat. I come bearing drink. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? You think so? Glad to hear it. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me to the cathedral, the statue. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but I get that. But it is too. All the carefree which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Duvall, I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. Duvall and his family to him, you know? Having to choose, not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in that land, if Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have... Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, and that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think...
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler?
Don't muck grape juice.
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Duvallin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but...
Yeah, well, he turned me down. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings, even if no one is afraid of him.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, no.
Of course not.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme... But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geono...
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence and
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral...
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from... But my advice remains... Traveler, the birds of Tsaritsa, her Fatui, and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun!
Da da da!
Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Bring it!
Alright, we made it! Time for round 2! Was this bubble this color before?
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
What? That can't be...
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But...
What is that?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like...
Of course the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true of this abyssal power. At least for now.
You created this magic, right, Alice?
Ooh, new magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely surprised something like this would crop up. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information first.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble to event participants. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be focusing on is how we're going to fix this.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the Abyss situation?
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis in the bud, after all.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and provide any fixes you can while the rest are inside.
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that risk. We angels aren't miracle workers.
You sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be quick, okay? This is your magic, after all.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and watch.
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon Abyss-corrupted Dvalin. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair, purges him of abyssal influence, and there you have it. Happy ending.
Yep, that sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and find out what's happening.
Count me in two. Potential threat or not, if there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger, I need to get to the bottom of it.
Jean? It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic, getting to work together like this again.
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that too.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real crisis. So I suppose the memories just came back to me all at once.
Look at you getting all sentimental. That's a first.
Well, I suppose I am a bit too high-strung most of the time.
Hey, Don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how things should be. It's how we all grow closer. Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like Paimon here would.
Just look at Paimon. So endearing.
Ha! It's about time you gave Paimon a...
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is happening in the bubble right now is a huge unknown. I was able to maintain contact before, but right now all I can observe within is chaos, so I imagine communication might be cut off as well. It might be difficult for us to guide you, so proceed with caution.
Don't worry. This isn't our first time leaping headfirst into a dangerous situation.
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst. Though it would mean all our recent hard work going to waste.
You mean destroying the bubble entirely?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
All right. I'll monitor the situation from outside and provide whatever external fixes and support I can in the meantime.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the...
All right, let's go.
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the other? Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters! Yeah!
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door. Here we go. Think you can get away?
Together some of the communication and control functions, and managed to smash together some items that should give us an advantage. These elemental devices should earn users in a pinch, and shorten them when things go on.
Wouldn't glide. Time for takeoff.
All good, Venti?
Very much so, thanks to your timely arrival.
Yeah! The city's crawling with...
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of our group might need backup.
Good point. Look! It's the Valen!
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body.
Wait! It looks like something's...
It's his teeth.
Like the ones we...
Yes, but at this point, if left unchecked, they will continue. We also need to get our hands... No. This degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can...
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a confrontation.
Yes. I wasn't certain before Duvall show. It seems more like an alternate version of events. Well, monsters abound no matter where we look. Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Here we go. Yeah. Ha, yeah. Yeah. Brace yourselves.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be fast? Here we go! Let's play! Think you can get away? Here we go! I'm not in the mood for this!
Barbados, guide us.
Go as one!
Wind, hear me.
Yahoo!
I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters sure fight like the real thing. It's a bit too true to life.
Don't worry. As long as we collect...
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Vorka, by the way?
No, he might be at the upper levels. Let's search together. Ah, right. I remember seeing D-Luke on the other side of the city. We should go help him first.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go! Hey, D-Luke is over there!
Here we go!
Go as one!
Barbados, guide us.
Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Mate, it looks like Mondstadt is in dire straits. And my initial suspicion could be right. In the face of unrelenting abyss, an empty city has its advantage. Oh, and this thing. It looks...
That happens to be just what we...
Wait, what about...
No, I'm not sure. Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Here we go!
Wind, hear me. Ha! Ha!
Ha! Time for retribution!
Yahoo! Think you can get away? I wouldn't go.
Ha! Ha! Burn!
I swear by my sword.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Ha! Ha!
Yahoo!
Verdict is... Ha! Ha!
Go as one! Wind, hear me.
Huh? What happened? The statue's broken!
The Grandmaster should be...
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Barbados, guide us.
Think you can get away?
Ha! Ha! Burn! Maria sweeping in! Thunder!
Huh? On me.
Up the ante! Thunder!
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Verdict is...
I swear by my sword.
Looks like we're all back together.
Yes.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easy. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again. Do you copy? It's me, Nicole. Alice just got back too.
Yeah, we can hear.
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. I think what we're witnessing is a direct result of that. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other, but since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all the events within it. And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered a major bug.
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate
Wait, but even if the traveler
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. If I'm not mistaken, you've seen how that version of...
Yeah, it was a kind of, in the end, you were able to seal Dvalin.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem.
Over time, the abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness until there was nothing left.
Wait! Is it—
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. He is in dire straits. The power of the abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sentencing him to death.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis,
We have to kill. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. We have our solution, so let's hop. No time to lose, right?
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some time. Of course, the sooner we resolve this, the better.
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard,
I'll be fine. Let's go. This is it. Ready, everyone?
of course. I just hope I learned a thing or two since the first time around.
guess I'm the newbie.
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big—
I'm not nervous. We overcame this.
Paimon believe—
Then let the mournful cries of this lyre, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
You all right, Barbato?
Turning the surging abyss into musical but how could I—
Well, this hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever!
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot. Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Time for retribution! Here!
Wind, hear me.
Up the ante!
Here.
Up the ante!
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Charge! Thunder!
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Nice job! One more to go. On me.
Oh boy! It's Superman now!
Ha!
Barbados, guide us.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let's play!
Ha! Burn! Okay, shred 'em!
Time to switch positions.
Ugh.
Huh? Here.
on me! Burn! Up the ante! Thunder!
Here we go.
Ah!
Go as one!
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Let's play.
I swear by my sword.
Burn! Up the ante! Up the ante!
Yeah.
Brace yourselves.
Verdict is...
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Burn! Maria sweeping in!
Yahoo!
Burn! Thunder! Charge! Up the ante!
Go as one!
Wind, hear me.
Yeah.
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Thunder! Maria sweeping in! Thanks, Gene.
Devouring, you're here!
I follow the lyre's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
La la la.
Hmm? Oh.
Mom, I'm here to play. Huh? Looks like it was a It was kind of like a choo-choo car ride.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the window to be replaced at a later date. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did. It would have been tricky to deal with a flying opponent otherwise.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe how... I mean, can we be certain there aren't other...
I suppose that's...
If I know Alice, the whole bubble...
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
Her abilities do speak...
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My treat.
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight it's on...
Haha! Eve...
Say no more!
All right, let's head over...
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of work to do.
So what? The world's not gonna end if you...
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters with me after we're done and help make up the work.
On second thought, how about you just... join us when you're done? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay.
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here and there, I suppose.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like a fate that will not come to pass.
Huh? What's the difference?
Let us not forget the courageous dragon slayer in the story. Well, in real life, he had already left on an expedition to Nodcry at that time. Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death, for another hero would have come along and paid a painful price for victory.
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the...
Dear Paimon, you're free to ponder such questions yourself, of course, but it's of little use to ask them aloud. Word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs, over the fates that will not come to pass. It's an exercise in futility. Those who can observe fate see both the good and the bad of what could have happened, but all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate fates are nowhere near as important as the world that exists in the here and now.
All right.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had become contaminated. I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that, if left unchecked, would evolve into the real thing.
What? So it didn't?
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and utter mystery. I'm sure you've seen for yourself how complex it can be. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass. This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that a different possibility has been eliminated. These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. In that instant, the tale of a future in which she remained pure was gone forever. So then, the question at the heart of it all is this. Why must these fates be the ones to disappear?
Paimon gets it. It's hatred that stems from not being chosen.
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added allowed a certain amount of these unchosen fates to come very, very close to reality. And thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always, it is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border all the time. It has quite the victim complex, that's for sure. It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities. How precious is that?
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius, I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
Whatever for? Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear. Run, Klee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, farewell forever, traveler. You shall never see me again. Here, I'll draw him for you. Look, this is the bad guy who made a whole bunch of trouble for Daddy. It's all his fault Daddy couldn't make it back this time.
That big meanie! We should blow him up!
That's right, he is a big meanie. That's right, he is a big meanie. But thanks to the honorary knight and his friends, he's not going to be much trouble anymore.
Yay! The honorary knight is the best!
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Considering his size.
Ah, that explains the loud noise I heard outside. So it was Dvalin who fell into the river.
Oh,
Thanks for helping with the repairs, you two. This place looks as good as new now.
Does that count as a great feat of alchemy then? My mom and dad are the famousest travelers in Tibet. Mom writes the Tibet travel guide so all the restaurants and hotels in the whole world care what she thinks about them. Whoa! Looks like it's been fixed already!
Ah, that. Considering his size.
Thanks for helping with.